All right, here we are for this show. So I'm going to draw the ladies. There was another story, but we didn't get to it, which was some guy who murdered his father. But we're going to go with the woman who murdered, well, she managed to murder one baby daddy and his girlfriend. For the moment, or at the moment, they're both gone now, and then attempted to murder her current husband, but he survived. So we'll do her. And then the two ladies who threw a drunken party for the students at their school. One's the principal, and the other one was a third grade teacher. Third grade. Threw this drunken party at the principal's house. So I'll draw them as well. And that's what we'll do for tonight, for tonight's autistic show. Yes, yes. So that's OBS. Is it this one? Yes. There we are. So right off the bat, kind of need some extra light. It would be a little too bright uh, just to see me sit here and babble on. So put it in that position. And then I will have my collection of these images as such. All right. Nodak says hit the like button. That is so true, Nodak. They should. Okay. Now, I did see another article on this lady. And she looked very different than her mug shot, which, it's standard, the mug shot. Boy, you don't look your best and all that sort of thing. But she was very different, not just because her hair color, it was dyed red and stuff like that. But I mean, just the facial structure looked very different. And it was pictures of her posing with these paramours of hers. And so I thought, hey, are these accurate or not? And then, in further study, I guess technically, but I mean, it's like she completely transformed into someone else, So, and of course, the neighbors, the usual thing, and she seemed nice. I guess something happened. Yeah, but someone just going batshit happens too, and that's pretty much it, really. Well, she's like 31, I believe. So, like, oh yeah, I really am getting older, and then it's everyone else's fault, boyfriend, husband's fault, whatever. Uh, Killed one of them right in front of their daughter. Yeah, all because you know what? I'm having a bad day. Well, so that's it for her. She's going to have to, go to prison. She did turn herself in. I wonder if that counts if they try to pursue the death penalty, They said, well, look, ordinarily we would. But she sure made it easy on us by turning herself in. So, you know, we got to consider that. Uh, I guess that's how that'll work out. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was like she was married to the guy who survived. That's the guy she was married to. And so I don't know if this was like an affair she had with the other guy. I she tried to kill both of them. She did kill the boyfriend and his girlfriend. But yeah, I don't know. It's maybe by the time she got back home, she's like, "Man, I really didn't think this through." So she just, oh well, I guess I'll just go to the police, and so she did, which may or may not work in her favor. So I don't know. Maybe there's grandparents available for the surviving children. Um, well, of course, the husband survived. I don't know what his condition is. So, of course, should he be able, he will get custody. Although, oh wait, I'm forgetting that too. I think there was custody dispute. That's what it is. That's what set her off. Um, so I guess uh, her husband was going to divorce her, and he was going to go for full custody. And I guess the other guy was going to seek full custody of their kid. Believed, yeah, I think that was the daughter who witnessed the killing. Was the daughter of the boyfriend? So, I think he pretty much proved his point. That he would have been the better choice for custody. But he's gone now. So, huh. So anyway, I don't know if I can't remember if it was the sheriff or what have you, but he was saying she turned herself in. He said, if only she had done that before she did all of this, maybe we could have helped her. And of course, by help, I assume he means not aid her in this. But I wonder if that's true. Can you, like, has anyone ever called the police and told them, look, I'm having these thoughts about committing murder, and can you help me and take me to the psych ward or something? I guess they would, or would they just like, look, we're really busy. Well, our hands are really tied and we can't, or whatever. It's just okay. So then she commits the murders, and they said, "Oh man, if only we could have done something." I don't know, but anyway, that's not how it happened. So she's sitting in jail. She's held without bond, which is understandable. I don't know. Well, especially when someone turns themselves in, and it's not like she's saying, "Yeah, I didn't do it," but you try to seek bond because you're innocent until proven guilty, and so you could have gotten bond in a case like that. But when you've already admitted, "Yeah, I did it," and say, "Oh, well then, you're a danger," yeah. So yeah, no bond for you. I guess that would be in every case, wouldn't it? I mean, when you admit to it, even if it's like you robbed a bank, no one got hurt or anything, but then afterwards you're like, I don't know, I'm not going to be on the run forever. I might as well just turn myself in. I don't know what I was thinking. And then you turn yourself in. You're not going to like, well, let's see if there's some bail here for you. Because there's not really going to be a trial per se. It'll be a sentencing. Uh, so yeah, I guess you just don't get that then. So yeah, this case far more serious than the stupid old broads who got a bunch of kids drunk. Okay. So let that kind of jab it. Let's see here. Swift -1. The turquoise poison still waving. Swift -1. A bunch of emojis of some sort. Plaid core liked. Almost. Well, at least you tried. And that's the important thing. Plaid core, that's a great cue, Doug. What happens? Oh, question, yeah. What happens when someone turns themselves in for thinking they want to change from nada pedo to pedo? Oh, you mean if they say that they're thinking about doing it or something of that nature? What would be the protocol? Because technically speaking, at that point, they haven't committed a crime. And there is something about, because the ability to have people committed and stuff was greatly eroded. And this is because of the abuses that happened at facilities and whatnot, which is why you have like homeless people running around and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, well, what are you going to do? And but it's a case of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, creating a problem in response to another. So it's like, yeah, you're going to have to police these facilities so they're to at least limit the potential for abusing patients and whatnot. But of course, in the case of pedos, well, who cares? But the ability to go ahead and commit somebody who would, voice their, I'm having these thoughts and I can't control them. And like, all right, let's put him in the nut ward. I don't know that anything like that has ever occurred. If anyone ever, I do remember there was, I think, I can't remember, was the Dear Abby, whoever was doing that column back in that bygone era we commonly refer to as the day, basically told her this. Some guy said that he had fallen in love with a 10-year-old girl. This was the daughter of a neighbor of his in this building he was living in, and wrote to Ann Landers about this. Ann Lander, Abby, one of those, I can't remember, and basically confessed this obsession of his. Well, of course, rather than just say, hey, I'll make an article out of this, she contacted law enforcement. And they went to the guy, and I can't remember what all was done. He ended up doing an interview about it and going on, wow, Dear Abby actually saved me from committing a terrible crime. Like, I'm going to get better and stuff. I mean, well, you say so. But that is probably the only instance I know of. I mean, if it was something like someone confessed this to a psychiatrist or something like that, and I don't know, whatever kind of, do they have treatment for it? So here's how you deal with your urges. You electrocute your genitals, or something like that. I don't know. But usually, no, you just find out about it after the fact, or someone gets busted with the material, so on and so forth. And so I don't know. What would be policy or protocol? As it would be, obviously, the better outcome for someone to, look, I'm a real threat. Somebody better do something, that kind of thing. But other than that story, I'm not aware of many happening like that. Plaidcore, all state mental health as everything is so underfunded, not funded. I don't know what protocol they have for this stuff. But I mean, I think it's a high bar to reach to be able to commit somebody, certainly against their will. Now, if you have someone committing themselves, you can do that, So if the guy went in and said, I got this going on, I need help, and that could happen. But funding being the other problem is, well, we can't pay for it. Yeah, neither can I. Oh, well, gee, I hope you don't follow through on your weird urges, but good luck, and that kind of thing. Plaidcore, I missed you having reading the above chats by a second. Well, I think I'm caught up on this. Well, I hope you're caught up now. Plaidcore, well, I don't want a pedo to act on their pedo-ness, and what you are saying when Plaidcore, I sent that last one too soon. Wasn't done. I was basically agreeing. Yeah. Okay. Dominic, is that Kamala Harris? No, it is not. Boy, I can see what you mean, though. Huh. Not a woman of color. These things happen. Plaidcore, the mental health think is one of Reagan's biggest fuck yous to American, and he had a ton. Well, that's not the full story. As I was explaining, is like you had all these failures, and it was quite the crap show of these facilities, and Geraldo Rivera became famous off of this story because he infiltrated one of these places. He got all the footage and stuff like that. And you just had patients just wallowing around in their own feces and stuff like that. People looking skeletal and whatnot and all that. And we're just taking the money. And, people that really had no business being in the field and stuff like that, which is a fact that continues to this day. And I just did the story about the girl using the incapacitated man's head for a TikTok video so she could twerk on it, which is rather mild in comparison to other abuses that happened. But that was the case at the time. Plus, the money was squandered, and so there was a big scandal. So it was very easy to cut it and whatnot. And there was a lot of slashing and cutting for it because there was also abuses there. But this was definitely a case where the baby got tossed out with the bathwater. Is that you didn't deal with the reforms necessary to work into that. You're going to have to pay more attention to the purse strings for that to regulate it further. But it was all a big one swoop. And since then, nobody has addressed it. And to where now it's become, well, you have a right to be homeless and out of your gourd, yelling at people and whatnot. When it's obvious this is, if not detrimental to the citizenry, which it is, but it's also detrimental to this person that I'm really concerned about their rights and whatnot. Well, are you? I mean, is that a way to exist and that sort of thing? And so to approach it like that, but it leaves open for all kinds of abuse, not just the abuse of the person individually, but also the absolute theft of funding and what have you, which did occur. So it's never going to be perfect or easy, but to just abandon one with nothing in its stead, you can see the results. Plaidcore, yeah, I dig that, but better protocol and enforcement needs to be built into the budget. They all just became homeless. Yes. So, and since then, homeless people are always homeless without ever being in any kind of institution. Now, there's Some have managed to establish shelters and whatnot, but you got the same problem. Those aren't really all that well policed and what have you. And most of them don't want to be there. And for the most part, and it just plays into the mental illness, is that a lot of them, they don't want to be at the shelters because if they do, they're going to have to, get off the drugs and whatnot. And they want to be able to do whatever they want when they want. And even though that's not a whole lot other than prostituting themselves for heroin or what have you, that's about it. But they'd rather do that than, have a bathroom with a shower, a toilet, and toilet paper. Yeah. But then again, you can get those at McDonald's. Well, not the shower, but they do use the sink. Yeah. That's a nice thought, isn't it? So anyway, well, live and learn, well, lived a lot, didn't learn much. But then there's so many other things, so many, that you could slash budgets to. But no. So, yeah, funny how that works. There we go. All right. Well, there's our murderess. She'll be added to the collection of these, I don't know, crime characters, I suppose. Now on to the educators from, I think that was in Florida. Yeah, I think so. Let's see here. Here we go. So I don't know. I guess these are some gal pals who decide, what we should do? What? We should have a big old drunken party at my house with the kids. And they're like, girl. So they did. And one kid passed out sick. Paramedics had to come save him in the yard. This broad, the principal, saw that happening and thought it would be a good idea to turn the lights off. Gee, I hope none of the neighbors notice I've got drunken kids everywhere. Then another kid left the party drunk and was pulled over and for a DUI. Yeah. He said, hey, what's going on here? Where'd all this come from? And from my principal. Uh-oh. I don't know. She said, now, kids, we talked about this. Well, you don't tell other people. Well, but now they all know. And she said, well, I'd rather they do it at my house than go somewhere else that's unsafe. Well, you had one nearly die in your yard, so another one got busted behind the wheel of a vehicle. But she's probably of this opinion that she doesn't really deserve to be treated like this. I'm a principal. Without principles. So, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to lock her up. I'm guessing, it's only a guess, that she's not going to be the principal of the school anymore. And maybe, just maybe, the third grade teacher, won't be a third grade teacher anymore. At least not here. It's no guarantee that, it's very difficult to fire teachers, apparently. Of course, this is Florida, so maybe it won't be as bad, but like some of those stories out of New York where the teachers were banging the kids and everything, and they suspended them, but still got paid. See, that's something that needs reform, you'd think. But, well, don't hold your breath because you need air to breathe and you wouldn't be getting any air at all. It's, it'd be amazing to see any reforms in that regard. So, those were the stories. I'm not going to draw the twerking girl on top of the poor guy's head. If you saw Pat's show, you saw the video and the whole thing, you know. And then, again, the only thing I can stress is that, well, worst things can happen. And even in this case, uh, it looks like the kids survived uh, and all that. But no stories on whether or not these women had their way with them, you know. So there's that. You know. But I imagine I'd rather they do it at my house than somewhere else. I was concerned about the kids, and I just thought, well, they could get sloppy drunk at my house where they except, you know, when they pass out convulsing in the front yard. And I just want to turn the lights off so no one sees that. But other than that, I'm really here for the kids. I don't know how drunk these booze hounds were, as much as the kids or whatever, but they could probably handle it a little longer. But that's probably a factor in this as well. But doesn't really assuage anything. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and start the other broad who she might be a little shorter, I don't know, but a bit wider than the principal. So he's like, I never thought I'd be in one of these pictures. How did this happen? Well, you were playing drinking games with kids. That's probably what happened. Well, there's no probably about it. It's what happened. And I think this third grade teacher is the one who won Teacher of the Year award last year. Yeah. I don't know if they revoke those sort of things, but well, I guess she's. Well, come on, guys. Haven't you ever messed up? It happens. Not everybody's at their best all the time. Yeah. I just I just needed a moment to just relax and not just be Mrs. Whatever or some crap like that. I just needed to be me. No, you didn't. Here we go. Now I have grown to despise this hairdo, but not when it's old ladies, because it's really theirs. It belongs with them. And this is a sort of cultural appropriation that I never endorse. I just think that's terrible. Men should never do this. And I apologize to the women for their hairdo being stolen, especially all the grandmas. You know, no more man buns. Quit doing that. I'll give you a pass on the ponytail, I guess, but otherwise, you cut that shit. I mean, I say this, haven't had a haircut in a while, but I tend not to get a haircut during the winter season. Now, but it ain't staying there. I'm gonna cut that crap off. But yeah, the man bun was just a mistake. I mean, all you have to do is look at that. You don't understand. It's like, yeah, I know. I don't. So, but it's like it's something I never really would have noticed back when, it was just grandma. Now it's like these men doing it. I don't understand. It might have been one of the first signs of the era of apocalypse that we are now dwelling in. Of a sort. Todd Hanley, jeez, Klaus Kinski, and I'm forgetting. Plaidcore liked on both Rumble channels. Both. Oh, you mean Pat's and mine? Okay, thanks. Plaidcore, the YouTube stream is like 10 seconds behind the Rumble stream. Oh, really? That's interesting. But makes sense. I mean, this is out of Rumble. So, because I don't know jack squat about streaming. So I just was messing around because the Rumble Studio thingamajiggy, it was relatively new. And that's pretty much how this started. I was just messing around with it. I only just figured out how to do the virtual camera out of OBS. My God, that's embarrassing. Although in my defense, I don't know. I had to uninstall it and try again and get it out of there before I would. So I don't know. Maybe that there was some sort of weird mishaps with it, other than my ignorance. But to where it says, okay, now it's actually starting to work, but it's like you just do this and you do that, and it's as simple as that. Okay, nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah, it is true because the background images for the fake studio and all that was just all very bizarre looking. It was almost not pixelated, but it's like it had like a half tone pattern overlay over it, which I didn't do. So it's like it was strange, and no matter what layer I put the order of layers or what have you of the imagery under the virtual camera screen, it just wouldn't work. I was like, I don't understand. So I just, and then it kept it for whatever reason. It's like even when I didn't choose the OBS, it would just take over. It's like I couldn't get it's just the regular webcam up on it to do anyone's live stream and stuff. And I was like, damn it! So I just took it off, and then it said, all right, let me try again, and everything fell into place. Sometimes that's just the way the crumble cookies. Sometimes. All right. there is another picture of the principal that another saw in the article, and yeah, she's all dolled up in that one, you know. But the mugshots, you know, they're just there so they can identify you. But is that how you really look normally all the time? You know, you're not seeing the real thing. Well, that's kind of odd because they want to have the best possible depiction of you in case, you know, you're on the run and you escape or whatever. Um, and they can post that image. Suspect is to be considered armed and dangerous, something like that, you know. And they got these mugshots of you. And here we go. Put that out there. Of course, you know, if you cut your hair off or shave your mustache, dye your hair, whatever. I guess you know they can use the mugshot as a template for adding that on and say, could look like this, could look like that. But the very basic of the face is captured without any interference from makeup or jewelry or, well, I guess there's some mugshots of people wearing glasses, isn't there? I guess they do both, you know, especially if someone who wears glasses all the time, not just cheaters. I seem to think seeing that, you know, because odds are he's going to be wearing glasses. Unless he has contacts. Oh, shit. Well, all right, do the other picture. If he's wearing contacts, he looks like this, you know, without the glasses. Yeah. Here we go. Take the pencil off or out from old granny here. Old cooler guzzling granny. Come on, kids, let's get drunk. You gonna finish that? Yes, it would have all been a great night if it hadn't been for those drunken kids. Dun dun dun, doo doo doo, doodle 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 doo, da 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 da. It was Miss, what was her name? Brodinger or something? All along. So there we have it. Fine members of our educational profession. Yes. Well, it's all about the kids, you know. Get over here. All right. It's cookie time. Is it? Oh, you mean because I that's how the crumble cookies. Yeah. Plaidcore, I have the tabs of your show on Rumble to make a delay effect. And to modify it, I press the right arrow button to change where that stream is in the playback relative to the other streams. Well, all right. Well, it looks like St. Ranger's happy with that because he says, good show. So there you go. Everything's fine. Thank you, St. Ranger. Plaidcore, thought you should know wouldn't hurt. Might be funny. The tabs of your show on Rumble to make a delay of it. Oh, to have it get an echo and yeah. But I'm busy drawing and stuff. So there we go. Our three girls. And so at this point, I take the little break they could and put them in Photoshop and add some color to their lives. Hopefully, they'll appreciate it. They better. Anyway, here comes the break.
Nothing can strip your nerves screamingly raw like the diabolical Dr. Z and his doubly diabolical daughter. How many thrills can you take? Warning, this picture is for people with nerves of steel.
Get rid of her right away. The sooner the better.
I'm leaving here and Nadia's coming too.
Too late now.
You rotten son of a bitch!
Her weapon is her body. And she puts it on the line. Right on. Ginger, the very private eye. She gives a man-sized job a woman's touch.
Anyone, shall we say, who came to attention, Rodney, was castrated.
Bitch. Goddamn dick-teasing bitch.
Kiss. You're dead. Or as good as dead. She's got the equipment, and she uses it to get the lowdown. Ginger, the very private eye. She throws them a few curves. Very low and inside. She works up close. Very close. She takes on the sex call, the fixers, the blackmailers.
Come on. I'm here to lay you, and that's all. So, take your clothes off and let's go.
Here, you bastard. Here's another 25. It's all I've got. Now give me my fix.
It ain't money I want, white girl.
What is it that you want, Jimmy?
I want your sweet white ass. Spread your legs.
I can't bear it, Jeannie. Do it to me. Oh, please, do it to me.
We recording okay?
Ginger, the torrid tale of an operative who knows how to operate every which way.
Rex knows you're in.
I know that. But I have my own reasons for getting into this. I told you that. And if they kill me, you've got all you need.
She asks for it. And she gets it. She gets it all.
You teased and tortured and killed. Well, now you're gonna get it back in spades.
Scratch this lady and you'll find a tiger. She knows how to shape up. She's kinky. She's curvy. She's curtain. The picture that gets down to bedrock. Ginger, the very private eye.
This is a Nailsin News Bulletin.
Florida teacher exchanged lewd text and sent nudes to underage student. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. Chase Crabb, that's right. His name was Chase Crabb. 23 was the suspect of a criminal complaint filed in Polk County on January 21st, which prompted an investigation into his activities with a 16-year-old student. In a statement, the Polk County Sheriff's Office said that Crabb met the unnamed girl in December 2023 when he was a substitute teacher at Haines City High School. They reportedly struck up conversations over email before progressing to social media and text. Police said that once the girl, who was 15 years old at the time, told Crabb that she'd broken up with her boyfriend, their communications took a tawdry turn. According to the information provided to the press by the sheriff's office, Crabb and the girl communicated over TikTok, Discord, and Instagram, as well as texting on their phones. Over the course of a year, from December 2023 to December 2024, Crabb allegedly sent sexually explicit messages to the girl, including photos of his crotch. He also allegedly asked her to send him nude photos of herself and attempted to convince her to have sex with him. The text that Crabb allegedly sent to the girl alluded to his knowledge that what he was doing was inappropriate, such as, is it wrong for me to be sexually attracted to a minor? Who said that? He also allegedly stated his preference for underage girls, saying, nah, 'cause they won't be interesting adult females. It's more fun to groom. According to reporting by local news outlet Four Corners Sun, the girl told her mother this month about the sexually explicit messages she was receiving from Crabb, whom she called Mr. Chase. After the complaint was filed on January 21st, an investigation by the Florida Department of Children and Families and the Polk County Sheriff's Office ensued, which resulted in an arrest warrant. Crabb was arrested on January 22nd and booked to the Polk County Jail, where he remains held without bond. He was charged with 2 felonies: transmission of harmful material to a minor and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Crabb last worked at Haines High School in March 2024. Four Corners Sun reported that he was a temporary employee who worked through Kelly Services, which terminated Crabb due to inactivity. Polk County Public Schools never received a complaint about Crabb engaging in inappropriate behavior with students. After making his initial court appearance on January 23rd, Crabb was ordered to stay away from minor children and to abstain from using electronic devices with access to the internet. Well, at least the young girl had enough sense to finally tell her mother that she was being chased by Mr. Chase. This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin. Okay, Plaidcore, I did that one. Plaidcore, parallel creativity. Plaidcore, you inspire other artists like myself, not to be pretentious. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Appreciate that. Okay, let me jump on over to the other side. Jump on over to the blah 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 Photoshop. Anyway, here's our girl. There she is. Well, I don't know. Good enough, huh? I wonder if I can just do this the quick way, as long as everything is signed, sealed, and delivered. Well, what do you know? Okay. Her ear. Now the lips will save for the other color. All right. And there we go. See? Everything is fine. Bloop. Oh, that wasn't even really there. I just made it up. I lied. Okay. Oops. I just evaporated the outside of your eye. Hang on, let me fix that. Oh, there it is. Shut up, no one cares. You're a murderer. And we know it because you admitted it. Damn it. They got me. Oh, yes, you turned yourself in. Damn it. I think that's where I messed up. Well, after you've committed, murders in front of your own child, that, the only thing you can do really is turn yourself in. And that's about all there is. So I did a good thing. Well, yeah, but, All right. Come on. All right. You're going to be that way about it. Actually, that's too much. So she has very thin eyebrows, which probably not naturally so, but, And I guess this one's good enough. See, I'm not really doing her eyebrows as I'm doing the skin around her eyebrows. Now I'm doing her eyebrows. All right, there we go. Good enough. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Murderer. I sort of made it look like you had flyaway hair here, which she probably does. I don't know. Okay. Huh. I think there's a little more red in there, but that's too much. So maybe that. Something like that. And then we just sort of go over it, So this will about wrap up the stories that I covered on Pat Dixon's show. The rest was the usual, I guess Keanu's mad at Chrissy. Chrissy dumped Keanu from her show over Melanie Mack. And so I said, well, what's this about? And you look at it, and that's about it, I guess. And then I don't know. Steel Toe, of course, weighed in with his expertise on these matters and gave his, sort of summary over it all. And, at the moment, he's in Keanu's corner. He's never going to be in Chrissy's corner, but in Keanu's corner of late because, they're buddies again. They were, and then they weren't, and now they are. So that's appears to be the parameters. Very difficult to navigate these things. But such is the world we live in. And calling her out on free speech, well, the argument as pertained or explained on the show is It's Chrissy's show, so if she doesn't want you on there talking about that, or she wants to boot you off for any reason, she certainly can. You could make an argument on the basis of principles of free speech and all that. And a more interesting approach would have been to hash it out and all that. But she's not necessarily required to do so, as per a friendship, I suppose. But then you gotta. It always begs the question: well, is there more to this? You're mad at her for other reasons. I don't know. But she's well within her rights and abilities to do so, and an actual free speech violation sometimes can come into the private world for employment, the like, and this sort of thing. It's like, hey, we went on your social media and didn't like what you were saying. Well, don't go on my social media. Work should not follow me home, and that kind of thing. But essentially, that's about it. So there's not much else to be said. It's just the curious thing of, I thought you guys were friends. But I don't know, maybe not. Not at the moment, apparently. But these things do happen. Sometimes it's kind of blatant and obvious, as to why people who seem to be at least buddy to some extent. And look at that. How many times do I got to do that? Well, I will always do it. Oh, no, look at that. Well, that's what I was expecting it to do. I figured I probably didn't do the full coverage there. So let's see. See, there it is. Yeah. And now you're stuck. What about this end? No, see, I was thinking it was this one. And I was wrong again. Oh, wait, she's got kind of it's almost, what is that, red or maybe something of that. Oh, wait, could just do this. Bloop, there we go. Yeah, always forgetting that. So there we have it. Her prison jumpsuit. What the hell is I talking about? Oh, so you just never know, and it's for the best in a lot of ways, because it's not really any of anyone else's business. It's just it's going to be public in the case of these, streams and whatnot. And oh, damn it! That really opens it up to embarrassment. Yeah, well, as the saying goes, what are you gonna do? But sometimes it's, at least outside looking in, seems unnecessary. I don't know. Yes. Shit, good enough, I suppose. Flatten the layers, because I'm not going back. And there we have it. There she is. Miss Murder Spree, starting off 2025. Oh, man. This crap. I'm sick of this crap. I can't take any more of this Photoshop crap. Okay, we'll just do some touch-ups here. We can get this in and that in and this and that too. How about you? You want some of this? Well, get ready because you're going to get it. There we go. There. You too. Oops. All right, fine. Stay that way. Let's see. I don't know. Just a little trim. Yeah. Oops. Okay. All righty. Oh my God, it's so great. I'm so happy with it. I wish I had super tips. If I could get super tips, it wouldn't just, I gotta think, what voices would you want? There's a couple here and there, but probably I would send them examples of the audio play characters I do. So like Night would be in there, Lefty Turtington and Red Neckerton, stuff like that, And people could send super tips through the AI system and pick those voices. I'd have to provide the images as well because they don't really exist. So I don't know. You'd have a little cartoon Night and Lefty. And then it's like, oh, you want to send a super tip in the voice of Lefty Turtington. Hey, have you ever drawn characters from the Carlton comic book universe? That would just be the business. Fix. And that's probably how it would go. And I was like, oh, well, I got to draw some of those characters. Something like that, And then, of course, Night. Maybe you should draw more criminals in their true element at the scene of the crime. And then there you go, that would be the super tip is super tippy. But alas, it's just not that big of a show, Can you even call this a show? I don't know. It's all I got. There we go. Oh, screw that. That's going to take forever. No, we don't want that. No, we don't. Guess that's all complete. No. Going to close off the eye there. I think I closed that out. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Screw it. See what happens. You never know. Well, all right. We'll we'll go with this. Somewhere around there. And we will have the principal of this school. It says, hey, we didn't know they were getting kids drunk. Well, I would assume so. Oh, wait, I just looked at it like a dumbass and didn't. Okay. But they got kids drunk. So I don't know if she did the George Costanza thing. Oh, was that wrong? Yeah. Probably wouldn't work. The Costanza excuse kind of worked in Europe for that migrant who raped a girl and said, well, I didn't know that was wrong. They're like, oh, of course, he's not from here. He is ignorant of our ways. And it was wrong of us to assume that he should know that. So, yeah, you're free to go. Of course, an earlier excuse from another migrant was that he'd had a sexual emergency. I mean, I guess he was so overwhelmed with horniness that he just had to bang the first chick he could get his hands on, and he did. And I think they let him go on that one. I can't remember. But the other guy was like, nah, I'm gonna try this angle. Oh, in my culture, it's not that way, or something like that, you know. And they're like, oh my God. How can I judge this poor migrant man? I, the privileged descendant of imperial colonialists. Oh, how could I possibly judge this man simply because he raped a woman? When it's possible, by his own admission, he was ignorant that rape was wrong. And that's basically the size of it. So, you know, good luck with that. All righty. Well, I really didn't capture the pissed look here. And the, yeah, that's more pissed than, oh shit, I screwed up. No. Like, because she couldn't do the Costanza thing of, was that wrong? Because she's like, she would go with the earlier thing of, well, better at my home than anywhere else. I'm all about the cads. Because I'm an educator. Well, might want to get educated on the law, bitch. Damn it. Oh, wow. It's almost like the Beatles album, Meet the Beatles, you know. Meet the bitches. Love, love me do. You know I love booze. I want to stay drunk all the time. Do, 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 do. Whoops, 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 whoops. Well, we'll deal with that later. Now it's on to Granny here. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Oh boy, that's going to be a problem. Let me get. Maybe there. Maybe here. Maybe there. There. Yeah. You. You too. Good enough. Yeah, I might want to go ahead and shorten that a bit. All right. Hey, I wonder. Huh, yeah. Yep, good enough. Let me see here. I don't think that's. Is her eyes brown? Yeah, definitely. This. I don't know. Maybe even grin. But one of these. Well, let's see. Something like that, maybe. Don't really know. Does it matter? No, it. Oh, well. It doesn't really, as I can always deploy artistic license as long as the essential reality is represented. It really doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. And remember, I'm a professional and all that razzmatazz. Oh, wait. I'm going to do that. Because the hand's getting numb. So, well, let's fix that. Nah. That's not. I have to do it that way and then come back later to darken it. Yes. Yes. But man, that Italian late as fuck segment, that was hilarious. Jeez. Oh, man. See. That's probably too much. Too much blonde on my head. Too much blonde on my head. There. There you go. Look at you. You decided to get your hair done for the boozing bash. And the next thing you know, the popo shows up and hauls your old fat ass to the county jail. All I wanted to do was educate children. Yeah, well. People want to do things, you know. But it's not can you do it, it's should you. And in this case, the answer was no. We'll just say her hair is going a little gray there, you know. Damn it. Now I'm all pissed and angry. Now I gotta go back here. I gotta look for the stupid little opening. Come on, does that really count? You know, you knew what I was doing. You knew what this was. Damn it, another one. Oh. You think you're so clever, don't you? Oh, what the hell? Where is it? Gotta switch hands. Ugh. Where could it be? Damn you. Damn you. There you are, you bastard. Thought you could escape, didn't you? Yes. Yes, you. Oh, what's this? Oh, well, we gotta fix that. Yeah. What do you know? Worked out in the end. That doesn't change my opinion of you. I'm very disappointed that you pulled this in front of everyone watching. Simply cannot have that. All right. Well, oops, that's way too big. You know what would have been funny about the fat lady and the lift thing is like, what if it's like, you know, she was arguing with the guy and he's saying, all right, try to get in. You know, she squeezes in, you know, all that. And then his tires burst. I mean, sure, I think he would have a claim. Get new tires. She'd have to pay for his tires. But what a hassle, you know. He just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. I got other people to pick up and stuff, you know. So he just said, no, I'm not driving you. I mean, he didn't come right out and say, you're a fat cow, you know, and all that. Just like, I got to be tactful about this. But anyway, and then some lawyers flew in, you know, flapping their vulture wings and going to sue on behalf of, you know, Big Fatty. And, God, yeah, that would have been hilarious. Just like the tires just burst. And he's like, it's a little car. Oh, it's the only car I got. And, well, you just don't know beauty when you see it. But he wasn't saying she was ugly. Just saying he didn't want his tires to explode. And I mean, how many people want their tires to explode? I know I don't. As for Joey C's advice on how to pleasure that, that's a different matter. But at least, you know, she's all defiant about it. You know, she didn't get on there and cry like that actress who was upset about, you know, a bunch of gang members, murderers, and rapists being deported. Well, rounded up first. And it's like she was really upset. And we don't invite gang members into this country. I mean, we did, but not anymore. Some discoloration there. Gee, that almost looks green. That's weird. Now we gotta give some color to our lips. Whoop. All right. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da, bum, bum, bum. And then looks like you got to darken the upper lip. Something like that. Yeah. Some of these areas. And then looks like there's more shadow here. It's a little too flattering. But what's done is done. Wonder if, oops. She's got this rouge going on. Something like that. There you go. Look at you. What was that? Whatever happened to Baby Jane or something like that. Brevard County. Whoop. So, it's going to be a while before there's happy time at the principal's house. She probably really liked to drink and party and stuff. I can't wait till I'm so drunk I can't think about anything anymore. Because everything is sad now. Usually how it goes. And then, I don't know, I decided to bring the kids into it. That's, it's kind of odd. Now, what was the thinking there, huh? There, put a little shine. Yay. Yeah, crap. Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with that nonsense. So let's see here. That'll work. Put the layer, opacity down, and back up. Yeah, good enough. Not really. You need more color. All right, you bastard. Here. The Photoshop just seems to forget who's boss here. You know, Sometimes you got to remind it. That's what you do there. Yeah. Oh, well. I did the best I could, ladies. And it's not like you're deserving of anything because you did a bad thing. You did a bad thing. Okay. All right. So here would be the backdrop. So one murder, two booze bags. You Biggs. She's looking at them. It's like, I don't want to become that. Well, too bad. They'll be out long before you are. I mean, you're not ever getting out. Well, I don't know. Sometimes you get pussyfied around female murderers. On occasion. On occasion. I don't know. Maybe put her in the back or something. Huh. Not really. Somehow I don't think what's her face here is probably the smallest of the bunch. I could be wrong though. I know. Hard to believe. But on occasion. Mistakes do occur. It's Miss Booze Hag. Yay. It's like kids hanging out in the parking lot and then these idiots show up. Could you buy me some beer? Could you get me some cigarettes? Well, I don't really approve of that, but all right. And there you go. But instead, it's, you know what? Why don't you come to my house? I'm having a big old booze bash. Come here, damn it. You bitch. Oh, well. Oh, wait. She's going to be a problem, too. And you better settle down, you murdering bitch. All right. There they are. That'll be the thumbnail that I'll put in, after the fact. But that'll probably be good enough. Whoops. Oh, you really don't want your skin sort of oozing off a layer and just hanging around, I mean, the rest of it's bad enough. But good Lord. Well, don't worry. I fixed it. All right. What a happy trio. Okay, let's see what's happening in this chat. I think I did that one. I did that one. Let me take a sip of my drinky poo. Doug, St. Ranger says, Doug, pardon me for interrupting the show, but I have an update. Great show. Keep it up. All right. Plaidcore says, just being a douche. Just being a douche. You mean you, or that's the chair, not me? St. Ranger, geez. St. Ranger, that would be fun. This is the thing. And when I'm doing the Photoshop, I can't see the chat. So, yeah, I'm going to miss out on what their comments was in reference to. Finity, the timey-wimey-limey. Howdy. Hi, Finity, the timey-wimey-limey. Stealth Chaos. Wow, the YouTube chat is popping of tonight. You mean off? Stealth Chaos. Douglas, your mind should be on higher matters other than Joey C. Lee's and his ilk. Yeah. Okay. I don't particularly talk about Joey C. But there's a chuckle here and there. Yeah, I don't think I've never done a Photoshop of him or a drawing. So anyway, Stealth Chaos herpes lips. You mean one of these? Good Lord. A distinct possibility. Stealth Chaos, the hair is more realistic than most video games manage. Well, yeah. Now, a lot of them, it's in the movement. They really, even now, they're still learning. But, yeah, it doesn't really work out that great. Stealth Chaos, left hand, I guess. Left hand side looms like Felicia in 10 years. Well, and that's time for you, isn't it? Wes Cagle, you're far kinder in your drawing than reality. Yes, that tends to be the case. Once in a while, there'll be one and they go, oh my God, this is hideous. And she's not that hideous. Yeah. So I don't want to hear any complaints from these bitches. Stealth Chaos, roughing for a bruising. Well, yeah. Stealth Chaos, Betty Davis and Mommy Dearest. Yeah. Yeah. They decided to get a bunch of kids drunk. Oh, man. You will not drink my booze in plastic cups. Stealth Chaos, Joan Crawford, right. Stealth Chaos, Dougie with the Chris Isaac references. Oh, yeah. You noticed that, did you? Yeah. Stealth Chaos and the Wizard of Oz. Well, yeah, I can't imagine what inspired that. Stealth Chaos, I see you, Doug. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Damn it. Stealth Chaos, left is like Kamala and Felicia had a baby. Really? I don't know. Stealth Chaos, left is now center. Oh, okay. That one. I was thinking, okay. Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. Well, anyway, St. Ranger, great talk we had. You mean just over these drawings, I guess? Stealth Chaos, Doug, you deserve more viewers. Oh, I know. It's kind of pissing me off. Yeah. Well, what am I going to do? Stealth Chaos, making Douglas chuckle makes me happy. Well, then you should be thrilled. So there we go. 3, I don't know, characters. Well, I mean, these two, yeah, they're booze hags and or booze bigs, and then she's a murderer. Yeah. Ostensibly over a custody issue with 2 different men. but probably because she's kissed 30 goodbye and just hates the world and took it out on them. Well, guess what? You're just going to get older and older until you rot in the ground. You need to get over that because there's no stopping it. Well, whatever. She turned herself in, so I guess you don't have to give her anything. She's a monster, and that's that. So, whatever. Hey, don't you want brownie points or something? I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Oh boy, this is really bright. Yeah, it's washing out my face. Oh my God, I can't take it. Which is this one? No, that's the one that changes the color. Yeah. There. Now it's all dark. Hey, you can't see me. Saint Ranger, I am being silly with comments, but love the show. Well, thank you, Saint Ranger. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the artwork. Hopefully, I doubt that I can squeeze one in tomorrow night because, of course, Pat mentioned he did an interview with TJ Harker. That might be the whole show, and he won't need me to do crime reports. So maybe I can just do this, and that could be a possibility. So we'll see that come what may, and hopefully get something in. But thanks for showing up and watching the show and all that. Stealth Chaos. Douglas is a gentleman and a scholar and deserves all the success in the world. Well, thank you. I'm not going to disagree with that because it would be rude. All right, so there we go. Hopefully I can do it again soon, and we'll see what I can draw then. Who knows? You never know. Maybe even some deranged serial killer who had some bizarre calling card of a sort. That could be something. Yeah. Well, all I can say for now is stay tuned.